Hi guys, and welcome to Reality with T. So now we are at number 4 on the Married at First Sight worst couples ranking of this season. But before we get started, like, comment, subscribe, click on the notification bell. Thank you. Number 4 is Haley and Jake. Okay. They are also draining as hell. And I think the draining part comes from these couples putting us on this roller coaster. They're good today, they're not tomorrow. They're good, then they argue. They're like, come on, you know what I mean? So they start out talking to a tarot card reader. I don't know if you believe in that stuff or not. I'm not sure that I do. I kind of started try to stay away from it. It's kind of scary to me. But either way, she finds that they have a strong energy for their passion, and it needs to be released, right? Because it's causing anxiety for Haley specifically, right? So she finds that Haley wants the upper hand. She likes to be in control of the relationship, and what's bothering her is that she's not in control of this one. So she's saying that she needs to release that energy, that need to control and just kind of flow with it. And the tarot card reads into the energy that both of them are both pretty defensive. So once they ease that, maybe they could get to know each other, right? So she isn't too far off, but maybe she could just pick that up from their energy. I'm not sure. So, but she does say that their life paths are compatible. And I feel like anybody's life path could be compatible. The issue is that they are not compatible. There are a lot of things that go into compatibility. And one thing I'm thinking about that she feels so bad about and she's not able to say is usually the most sensitive part is that maybe it's a looks thing, maybe it's a smell thing, maybe it's the way he feels. Is his skin like doughy and like moist? We don't know. You know what I mean? Like there's so many things that go into compatibility, and I think this she hasn't said it yet, which is annoying, but it could be something that can be embarrassing to him. And I don't think she wants to come off as being that person. I mean, she's already been labeled a Karen. You know what I mean? So we don't know. Either way, they go to a winery because it's everybody's 1 month anniversary, right? And so, they kind of talk about they need to stop trying to push their needs on the other person, right? They're sitting down talking and they're like, I guess they're trying to get to a point where it's like, he feels that his needs are for physical touch and she's uncomfortable with that. So stop pushing that on her and that'll ease up the tension, right? And she has a need for whatever she has a need for. But either way, attraction, I don't know what it is she needs. But either way, stop trying to put those needs on him, right? So that they can move forward. And she talks about staying positive and being patient. I mean mostly talking to him about being patient with her, right? So then they look at the wedding album. And Jacob is kind of like, well, how did we get here? And then it becomes awkward. You know what I mean? Like, because it seemed like on the wedding day, and he always talks about the first 4 days that like everything was cool and hunky dory. But then after, they were intimate, things just went sour. So, remember, Haley is still talking about staying positive, but Jacob says, guess what? I don't agree with that. You know what I mean? Now, remember, Jacob is a straight shooter. He's been bothered. I guess at times he holds a lot in. So when it all comes out and it comes out so bluntly, it just sounds really bad. But, he's just kind of like, I don't agree. What can we try to do differently? You know what I mean? The thing is that he is confused about what it is about himself that she doesn't like. And she has never told him directly what it is. So, he's told her flat out, I feel like you look past me. So she's like, what does that mean? He's like, it feels like I'm not even in the room when we're in a room together. You know what I mean? Like he feels that if they're, I guess, in a room together, she'll talk to the other people and almost like as if he's not there. And you realize how much he really is stuck on the physical attraction thing. That really hit him deep. You know what I mean? And I can see why, because he is so into his physical appearance. For him to have a full gym and all the things he does, his life is really surrounded by like his exterior presentation. So that's being in his house, his garden, the inside of his home, his physical appearance. So for her to say that physical attraction isn't there, that kind of cut him deep. Because I'm sure that when he meets women, that's the first thing that they see. So for her to say the opposite is not what he was expecting. So he says that basically you won't tell me what you're not attracted to in me. and he doesn't know how to approach her if there is no attraction. And I get it. That's honest. You know what I mean? Like, you're not really gonna approach a girl unless you know that she's already attracted to you. And I'm sure he's used to women being attracted to him. So then he has a starting point. He knows, all right, so I already got her physically. Now let me try to, say something smooth and kind of, get to know her type of a thing. But that he doesn't know what to do if you're not physically attracted. He feels like if that's not even the basis of what we have here, we have nothing. You know what I mean? So, Haley says, like, that's not her intention to look past him at all. She doesn't feel like she does that. And then she also says, why didn't you tell me this before? And we see this back and forth with them all the time. Why didn't you tell me how you felt? Why didn't you tell me this? He feels like she should already kind of know and figure certain things out. He doesn't tell her, but then afterwards, like, he makes these speculations and makes these broad guesses and, and hypotheses and stuff that may be way off, but they never really talk about it in the moment. So, Haley says, basically, there was never a bond between us. Jacob just says flat out, sometimes I wake up feeling dead inside. He says that she acts disgusted when he gives her a hug. He says, you hug strangers, and the fact that you can't even give me a hug tells me that it makes me feel like you are disgusted by me, right? And he says, well, after this 4 weeks, we never have to see each other again, and it's so cringy. You know what I mean? It is so cringy, but that's how he feels. You know what I mean? He basically said that they are dying a slow death until they divorce. But at the same time, she still thinks that she gave him everything she has. And honestly, if that's how she feels, we can't say she feels that way. From the outside, we feel like she didn't give everything. But maybe there really is no physical attraction. So what more should she give? You know what I mean? Like, you're literally sleeping in a bed with, trying to do all these activities with somebody that you have no attraction to, only because the show is kind of forcing her to, in a way. And in that, she doesn't want to seem like the big jerk by saying, I don't think you're cute, blah, 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 whatever it is. But, it's hurting Jake. And that's the part about it that sucks. You know what I mean? He feels like he is completely turning you off. There's nothing about him that you like. So I understand why it would be like, why do I want to put myself in this situation where I'm getting hurt every moment of my life, where I don't feel wanted? I feel like outcasted by the person who's supposed to be my wife. So it is a sucky situation. I feel bad for him. I also feel bad for her. I feel like the experts need to step in and either let them go their separate ways, or, I don't know what the other alternative would be if she's really not into him. You know what I mean? I think this is something that they just need to split up, but this was a bad match as well. Let you guys let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. There's not much more I can say about them. It just looks really bad. The way he speaks, the way and as directly as he does speak, it sounds pretty awful. It's very blunt. It's very straight to the point. I guess she needed to hear how he felt. But do you think that they can come back from this? Let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. See you at the next video. And our number 3 is Virginia and Eric, the worst match of the season. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.